It is officially that time of the year. Most Feared Part 1 is here, looking to be one of the better promos of the year. Unreal is going to be kind of tough to beat, but if there's a promo that can do it, it's obviously going to be Most Feared. Card arts look beautiful. And in today's video, I've gone through every single one of these cards, so you don't have to. We're going to rank them on my promo tier list that we've been doing recently. So hopefully you guys do enjoy today's video, and let's get right into it. If you're looking to grab some of today's brand new Most Feared cards, head over to MMOEXP, the cheapest, most reliable MUT coins on the market. Use my code FERG at checkout for 6% off. A link for their website is in the description. Okay, so here are the bottom two tiers. We, of course, have Bad, which is pretty self-explanatory. These are cards that not even on a theme team are you really going to use. That's what these cards are. The worst one is probably a Woos away. Like, he's 82 speed corner is egregious that he even gets. Like, this isn't, like, I don't even know why they give upgrades like this in this game. You know, they dropped so many cards today, but a lot of them aren't usable for a lot of teams, you know, and that kind of sucks. And I kind of goes back to what I was saying in my theme teams don't matter video, where they could drop more cards and just, you know, look at the theme team, see what a theme team needs, and give them something that at least reaches theme team mid. And that takes us to our next category. These are cards where they're going to be on a theme team, good, usable cards, like cards that can hold their own out there. Kyler Gordon, 86 speed, DJ Glaze is solid, Jabril Peppers, as like a user, maybe he can play. He might be a little bit lower, honestly, his card. But there are like some of the offensive linemen you're plugging into theme teams. De'Ami Brown, 86 speed, Alec Pierce, 86 speed, 6'3". So, you know, theme team middies are guys you plug in and they're solid. They can hold their own with the +2 or the +3 speed. But Bad, these are cards even on a theme team you're not running. Like, you should not be running these guys. All right, let's talk budget cards. This promo lacks budget cards, which is, it kind of sucks because, you know, Most Feared, you expect to see some like crazy budget beast coming out, but it does kind of lack like true budget cards. Here's Ray Davis. He's an example of a budget card from the Most Feared promo. I actually almost didn't even have a budget category because, like, these cards to be considered like good budget, that's a stretch to me. It is. But Ray Davis, he's an option. He's 5'10", jukebox, spin cycle, standard abilities for, you know, a running back of his overall, right? So, yeah, Ray Davis, he's going to go into budget, all right? That's just, even that's a stretch. Devin Duvernay, also, it's kind of a stretch to put him into budget. I feel like the budget cards we had in this category last week were so much better. And I didn't want to leave this category blank because maybe there's some people that are looking to pick up some budget cards from today's promo, and you know, these cards will be very inexpensive at the end of the day. Here's another example. Trey Taylor could be a decent user for you, right? And he could even maybe get in the theme team mid-ish down there. I didn't put most of the 80s on here because a lot of the 80s were just very bad. And then finally, we also have Trevor Wallace as well. He's our last. Trevin Wallace, my bad. He's got 85 speed, 84 acceleration. He's a user option, right? And these cards are going to be dirt cheap, so that's why they're in budget. And one thing to kind of keep in mind with these videos is that they're not necessarily like my position tier list where it's S tier, A tier. It's not like that. You know, I'm not saying that these cards are better than these cards. I just want to put that out there. I'm not really saying that. It's more just categorizing the cards in a way that's easy to kind of understand, but also kind of having some ranking to it as well. But it's not as strict as my position or my position tier list that I make, of course, on the channel. All right, let's now talk the LTDs. Mike Evans is an insane card. Normally they will cheat Mike Evans speed, right? That's normally what they do whenever Mike Evans gets an upgrade, especially in only October. But if you compare the stats side by side, he's got better stats than Randy Moss. So there's a debate that he's at Randy's level, if not better. I do think Randy has that Randy Moss feel where he just feels, runs routes, plays better. But Mike Evans kind of has that feel to me too. Whenever I use his cards or play against him, he's insane. He's 6'5", an inch taller than Randy. Even after the catch is like pretty decent on Mike. Like, for a Mike Evans card, this is one of the best ones we've seen. I'm just putting that out there. This card he's not gonna get overlooked because he's gonna go for 3 million coins, but you know, I think he's a good he's obviously very good. I think people know that. But I think the reason why there's Randy hype is because he's gonna be cheaper, right? That makes sense. All right, Brian Dawkins, I think this card actually could have been better than what he was, but he's obviously very good. Could be your sub linebacker. If I were to get this card, I'd play him over the top. I think he's got that good zone coverage, but obviously could be a box guy too. Does not get any deep zone KOs. Does get deep outs, but not the full deep zone, which some of the guys have gotten so far. So, yeah, Brian Dawkins, I mean, price predictions on these guys. I'm recording this, of course, obviously before the content's officially out, but I think they're going to be like to Brian Dawkins probably like 2.5, and I think Mike Evans might be more. Maybe that'll. I don't know if Mike Evans is gonna have crazy because Randy Moss is coming out. I don't know if Mike Evans is gonna get crazy. Mike Evans' price might kind of go down. People might be kind of thinking like, I got all these 32 team chem cards at wide receiver. I'm just gonna pick up one guy today, and it'll be Randy, who's obviously the cheaper option. So that's probably where people's heads are at right now. All right, let's get into the theme team demon category. The first one, we got Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk's card's looking real nice. 88 speed, 89 acceleration. He's 6 foot. A decent route running, 88 juke move. So Ayuk, we're going to go ahead and move Brandon Ayuk right up in here to theme team demon on a Niners team. Turns to a very good card. Then we have Mike Gesicki, who, yeah, I think on a theme team, 88, 87 speed on a 6'6" tight end that gets really good short route running and decent run blocker, right? Ball carrier is also like 84 juke move on a not that because he's tall he's gonna move that well, but you know, you can get up to 85 you put him on a theme team. But outside of that, like you're really not using this card. Like no one's really going after Mike Gesicki. I guess like don't the Bengals also have Eric All too? Like that's they kind of got a goated tight end group in this game, like cheaper ones. All right, we got Jahdae Barron, 5'11", 89 speed on this guy. If he was like 6'2", he might make it into must-have, but I think he's just underneath that. So yeah, Barron, we're gonna put him into here. But then I guess maybe not, because the next guy is literally 6'2" with those pretty similar stats. And I wouldn't say he's must. I think he's actually debatably must-have, to be honest. Will Johnson debatably. Now I'm gonna leave him down here, but I'll put him near the top of theme team demon because I was a little bit more strict on who I put in the top tier for this video today. Because there's a lot of good cards, obviously. I was trying to be a little bit more strict with it. All right, who we got next? Ayuk we got in there. We got Barron in there. All right, Gesicki, Glaze. All right, Kyler Gordon we did. We got him. All right, we got right here, Kenneth Murray. The only drawback of Kenneth Murray is the COD, but he's got good acceleration, good speed on the Cowboys, Chargers, Titans team. Will be a very good option. So Kenneth Murray, we're going to put him up here, right here in the theme team demon. And we, of course, now have Tim Patrick and Jalen Reed left, or Jaden Reed. Tim Patrick, he might kind of be like, he might have the stats of someone that should be in a mid-theme team, but he does get the quick spin for Jaguars, Lions, and Broncos. Kind of going to feel like T. Higgins. You know, he's kind of going to be T. Higgins-like. I wouldn't say he's really like an upgrade to T. Higgins, but T. Higgins still plays well in games, so you know, Tim Patrick will do the same, right? If you have one of his teams. So I put him in the theme team demon. Did we do Reed already? We did not. All right, let's get Reed in here. Reed, 87 speed, 5'11", good after the catch. And yeah, he's a solid card. Same as Ayuk pretty much. That's the way I would look at Reed, right? All right, we have a couple 90s in theme team demon as well. The first one is going to be, this one might be a little bit, you know, debated, but Caden Ellis is the first one, and that's only because there's another user I like better in this promo. That's the only reason. So if you're like looking for like a higher overall user, maybe to use it as a cheat on your theme team, as far as like linebacker users, there is one guy I like better. So I would really only recommend this guy to Falcons Saints, or if you have the Noble team or whatever, to do that. But he's still obviously very good. On a theme team, he turns to one of the best users in the game. Hence, theme team demon, obviously. Where is he? Caden Ellis. Right up here in the theme team demon. We then have, I would put Chris Jones as well in this category. Chris Jones, he's a good DT, but I guess, you know, he is good. He is good. I would still put him in theme team demon though. I don't think he's must have. Like, I don't think this position is. He's obviously very good, but I think you're really only going to see him picked up for Chiefs teams, or if people are building most feared teams as well, which would again put him in that theme team demon category. Sam Laporta is down here for the same reason that Caden Ellis is, because I actually like another tight end more in this promo. Believe it or not. Like, I think Sam Laporta cards are amazing. He's great. But I think if you're looking for a tight end through most feared, there is someone that I do like better that I'd put into the must-have category. So that's your theme team demon. Let's get into our must-haves, which is pretty much, all 90 overalls. So we are now into must-have. Here we have Dotson and Drew Dahlman. These guys are both really good offensive linemen. Depends on kind of what your team needs, but if I had to pick one between Dahlman and Dotson, I would go Dahlman for that extra little bit of speed. Yes, they do play different positions, but Dahlman can get left guard and right guard chems. if you do want to go that route. So if you're like looking for a free offensive lineman for most feared, which is kind of a crazy thing to come into this promo of all promos with that idea, you know, I would choose Dahlman as he would last longer. But they're both good cards, and you would run them both. As far as the user I like more than Caden Ellis, it's JOK. 85 COD, 86 agility, the speed, the acceleration, the pursuit, the tackling. These run stop stats could be a little bit better, I will admit that. And even the weight's a little bit spooky on him. But the 90 zone coverage and how this card's going to move, he's going to move better than Caden Ellis. And when you switch stick off of this guy, that 90 zone's going to come in, and it's going to make a big difference. So Dahlman, JOK, Kevin Dotson into our must-haves. The next one I want to talk about is Derrick Henry. Okay, Derrick Henry is going to be an interesting card. He is, like right now the meta in this game is, of course, I think smaller elusive backs that can do that little speed boost, right? That's what you're looking for, guys that can juke. Yes, there's always a place in Madden for power backs, right? And Derrick Henry is going to be good. He's going to be good. He's going to feel a little bit clunky, though, I will say that, for sure. He's not 6'4". If this was still air truck meta, my goodness, this guy would be the GOAT. I don't know if he'll be as good as I think. So I'm kind of underrating this card. I don't want to, I love using Derrick Henry cards. There's a chance that this guy could just completely miss on this one. And he's still in must have. He's still good. Like people think like because a card's not an S+, I think he's ass. But like I don't think that. I just don't think Derrick Henry's gonna be. I mean, I'm just very interested to see how he plays in this meta. That's what I'm interested to see. Because we really haven't seen a back like him really yet this year. We really haven't. Like a 240, you know, we haven't really seen that yet. No. All right, next up we got Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is going to be a demon. Okay, put that double or nothing on the guy. And let him cook. That's really all I can say about Myles Garrett. There's not much to really say about that guy. He's going to be a great card. And, yeah, just always a good cheat. Just a very good card, okay? Taysom Hill. This card is better than the Sam Laporta. This card is insane. And I also do kind of want to see what they gave him as far as like throw power and stuff. They better have given him something. I mean, even like a gadget option, like he's going to be... Oh, is throw accuracy a stat in this game? I actually didn't know that. 70 throw power. Short accuracy is 67. Yeah, he's not 6'7", but he's not great. I would say, I would definitely put Taysom Hill over... I'd put him over Sam Laporta because of these stats right here. Look at the ball carrier stats on a tight end. It's kind of crazy. A bunch of different teams. You get Saints too. Another really good cheat option at tight end. And always a fun card. We always get Taysom Hill cards at around this time. Like, for some reason, it's either like Most Feared or Zero Chill. And he's always just a super fun card to use. And this year will be no different. So, I don't know. Would you guys rather have Taysom Hill or Sam Laporta? I would probably go Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's card looks crazy. Okay? Next card we got to talk about here is... Yes, let's talk about him. Let's talk about... Where is he? Sauce Gardner. I would put Sauce Gardner down here in must-have. S+, I don't know if he's there because these stats are a little bit spooky. Like, some of these... Like, if against the run, this guy's not going to do anything, so at least that's accurate to real life. But good jumping on a 6'3". 6'3" is kind of like that perfect height for a corner. 90 man coverage. 88 zone, of course. If you have crystals, that's easy full boost. Then on a theme team, on a Jets team, this guy's going to turn, 92 speed, which is crazy. So, Sauce Gardner, he's going to be good. He's going to be a good card. And then also a Garrett Wilson coming out, I think, next drop. But Sauce is as close to S+ as you can really kind of get. I think he's going to be obviously great as well. But I was trying to be a little more strict in who I put into S+ today. I was trying to be a little bit more strict with that. All right, next up, we got to go find him. Where is he? He's somewhere down here. We got two guys that are down here on the last page. First one's going to be Max Crosby. Max Crosby, okay? 86 speed, 87 acceleration. Crazy. This is like a Myles Garrett pretty much. He's pretty much a Myles Garrett. Gets all the chems. Most Feared 2X. Pretty much a Myles Garrett, right? This is what this card is. If you can get little miles on one side, max off the other from this promo. If you lead the promo with that, you're going to be very happy with yourself. Max Crosby's going to be a great card. And his name's, what is he, Velocity Changer? What's the archetype name? Velocity Charger. Interesting. What is that? What is it? And because he charges, is that what they're going for there? I guess that's what they're going for. All right, next up, Ryan Shazier. I wish he's a freak. Ooh, I didn't know he was a freak like that. Shazier is. I think he goes in the must-have. I think he'll be really good. He'll even be a good cheat. I think his speed is good enough to the point where you could run him no theme team and he'll be amazing for you. Like, that's probably what I'm going to do for my Jets team because they don't really have a good user. So I will probably just use my free Shazier, upgrade him as I can, and then we'll have this card right here. But I think he falls into, I think just the speed kind of carries him a lot. And I would put Shazier somewhere into the middle of must-have. Will be a really good card. Everyone's going to get him. I recommend you try him out. He'll be very fun. But I wish this guy did get 32. I think the free cards, like, I know I don't like the 32 team cam cards because it kind of kills the variety of what you see online. And I even saw some comments this weekend about I Rate Your Teams. People were saying, like, you shouldn't even do this series anymore. It's just all the same teams. But, you know, it is what it is. But I think like these free cards, like it kind of has to feel right. And I feel like Shazier should be one of these cards where, like, people want to use him, obviously. But, you know, if you have a Steelers team, you're going to get a very good user. You're going to get something very special. All right, next up, let's just get into our... all right, first up, we got to talk about this card right here, Tristan McCullum. What time is it right now? I'm recording this... I don't know what time it is right now, but I'm recording this before content comes out, so I'm not sure how they're going to handle Tristan McCullum. I don't know yet. I'm sure when this video is out, it'll be maybe more clear. But no one has this card right now. And I would put him in most feared as he has the most feared art. I'm going to put him on the tier list. He's an S tier option because he does get that all 32, right? That's what he gets. And the zone's a little bit low, but again, it's good enough. It's in a good enough spot for a user. This card was designed to be a user, someone that you can man up, like, you know, slot guys on or man up the running back, whatever you got to do if you want to adjust. He has that versatility. Hit power a little bit low, but the movement's going to be crazy. The height's crazy. The jumping's crazy. And of course, the abilities are solid too. So Tristan McCullum, 32 team camps, potentially 92 speed, 91 speed, 90 speed on different theme teams. He's easy S plus tier for me. It's easy. It's easy for that. All right, next up, I do want to talk about these Shapeshifter cards. They do power down on November 3rd, but look at this card right here, man. Look at this card right here. Look at it. Okay, 89 every single stat. This is Reggie Gilliam. It was leaked by Mud Leagues. That's who this is. But they get all 32, so you get an all 32, 89 stat. Could be your running back. Could be a gadget. Can really play him anywhere on the offensive side of the ball. Tight end. So this is a card you're definitely going to want to be using through most feared until he loses all his boost. And another card you're definitely going to want to use is the strong safety 6'3" Shapeshifter. Grant Delpit. This guy's going to be insane. He's 90 every single stat. That's every single threshold. So corner, safety, user, on a theme team, all 32, 93 speed with these stats. This is like, honestly, these cards might just be one. I don't really know what's going on with them, but they are stupid. Most feared, this player item will change throughout most feared program. Okay, yeah, and it'll be nerfed and will no longer transform. Yeah, okay. But I don't know. These cards are insane. So I'm going to put them bottom of S tier for the Shapeshifters. I'm not really too sure how it's going to play out yet. But let's head over to, we have what? One more card to talk about? One more card? Yeah, I think we have one more card. And he's up here in S+, obviously. So, yep, Randy Moss. Where is he? Randy Moss is going to make it up there. 90 speed. He's just a champion, so he should be at around champion price, which is going to be, he'll be on the more expensive side of champion price. He's Randy Moss. So, 90 deep route running, 90 catching. After the catch, he's elite. And I think, again, to go back to Mike Evans and him, it is very close between him and Mike Evans. I think Randy is going to end up playing better because he has that Randy Moss aura. Randy cards just always play a little bit better than what they should. And they last a little bit longer than what they should. But I guess I am kind of also factoring price as well. Like, he'll be way more affordable than Mike Evans will be. Unless, again, Mike Evans' price goes down because people aren't buying him up. So there's a lot more supply. We'll see what happens there with that. But Randy Moss is the guy. Or people are just going to build most feared theme teams, and they're going to have them both running absolutely rampant. But yeah, that is today's tier list. I think we got everybody, right? So S+, we got Randy, Mike Evans, Dawkins, Tristan McCullum, and the Shapeshifters. Again, the Shapeshifters, I'm not really too sure how they're going to play out. But if you just have those cards, I mean, or at least one of them, if you have the choice between one of them, I would go probably with the safety. But these cards they're going to be, they're almost too good in my opinion. But must-haves, yep, pretty much all the 90s. And for a lot of these guys down here in Theme Team Demon, they're only down here because I think there's better options at kind of the same positions, right? So that's why they're kind of down. But a very good promo. I would have liked to see some more budget And even making some of the, like, they dropped all these names, and they're all kind of a waste of names. Even these guys, just wasted names where they could have at least been usable on a theme team, which I think is the first step in the right direction for seeing more variety in this game. Trying to balance out theme teams if you watch that video. So have a good rest of your day. Tomorrow we're going to do some kind of tier list. Then we have top 10 theme teams. And then, with tomorrow's video is going to be the I Rate Your Teams tweet. So make sure you guys are following me over there. Then Sunday, I Rate Your Teams. And we do it again. Okay, so have a good rest of your day and enjoy the Most Feared promo. I'll see you boys in the next one. Goodbye.